Welcome back to the Sports Card Jungle. Today I'm going to be doing a blind reveal for PSA graded 1962 Topps Football Value Bulk 1979 to older. 38 cards at $21.99 a card when I sent them in. Submitted 12/5. Received by PSA on 12/9 and returned on 3/9. So 3 months, 90 days, which hit the window for them on that one. These were a little bit difficult to grade because of the black borders around them. I did get 2 PSA offers, one fair and one low. I will go over those at the end and let me know what you think about them. So let's get started. First card up, Johnny Unitas. Got a PSA 2. Okay, I know this was a little bit rougher, but had to send Johnny Unitas. I had the entire set of this 1962, so determining which ones to send in and which ones to keep out. Lenny Moore. Got PSA 4. VG. Yeah, sometimes it's you have to look at the corners, you have to look at the centering all around. You'll see a wide difference in these. That's why I didn't know at first which ones were the best to kind of send in, but I had to take a chance on some of them. Too many stars in here and too much of a classic set. Baltimore Colts, VGA 4, VG Excellent 4. Sorry about the shadows and the wobbly frame. Next up, Mike Ditka's rookie. 3, VG3. Oh, you look so young in this picture. Got the color on the right side, the black and white on the left. Kind of like this, kind of like the action shots on the left. We got Chicago Bears. We got a 3.5. Don Meredith of Dallas Cowboys. We got a 3 on this one. Nice classic quarterback pass picture. Don Perkins, Cowboys. Now these were all, the set was, by team. So you'll see team by team, Cowboys, Bears all together. We got 3. Kind of like those uniforms for the Cowboys, even though I'm a Browns fan. Dallas Cowboys team. We got a authentic. Okay. Not sure why this just got authentic. Maybe, I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Just getting authentic and not a grade. I don't see any creases on it. There's some marks here and there, but Detroit Lions. Got a 3. I know some of these cards had some gunk on the front of it. I'm sure Kurt's Card Care will, somebody wanted to correct these out and touch that up, probably get a better grade, but I don't touch that stuff. Bart Starr. Green Bay Packers, we're up into 2 now. 3.5. Packers have a history of great quarterbacks. There's a little dent in the corner. That's probably what caused it, but pretty good centering overall. Little mushy stuff on the front. A couple of these cards, I did have some doubles, but most of them were just one-off. The other bar for stars 3. So again, the centering, the worn borders. There's a lot of factors that go into these black bordered cards. Another bar star 3.5. Here we go. You got a lot of, imperfections on these, but, people actually traded these as a kid and not just put them in holders. I don't even think they had holders in 62, any kind of sleeves or whatnot, but maybe you guys tell me in the comments. Paul Horning, got a 4. It's kind of got a baby face, but that's a great action shot right there. Jim Taylor, 4. I think I got like a couple of these Fred Thurstons. 3. Yeah, I'm sure people who collect vintage on a consistent basis have a very good eye for some of these black borders. But if you don't, it's really kind of hard to tell. This is one out of 4. Kind of what grade it'll get, and the different price points. From a 3 to a 5, can be quite big, but. Corner up there I can see. Let's see what this got. It's got 3.5. So even though that had that corner, it's pretty good centered. A little bit on the left side. Sorry about the lighting and the shadows. Fred Thurston. I think I got 3. I think these are all the multiple cards I had, all the other ones are kind of one-off. Last one, we got a 3. All right, go for the second stack. Still on the Packers. Some of the big teams were the Bears, Cowboys, and Packers in the 62. Got a 4. Still good looking card though. Good color on it. Got a little smuts or something on it. Green Bay Packers team. You guys do that as a kid, throw with your neighbors over the fence. Here we go. This is a 3. Yeah, this was definitely off-centered, but again, it didn't have, look at the borders are not chipped as much. And that still got a 3. Yes, I agree, the checklist. But again, there's so many Hall of Famers on these checklists. I thought, whatnot. Again, you have the Cowboys, Packers, Lions, Rams. Oh, look, Browns are on the top. They're on the front. This has got a 3 miscut. But you have the Colts, you got the Bears, and then you got the Browns. How many stars or Hall of Famers are in this set? So next, same checklist. Altered. Authentic altered. Oh, I had one of these before. It could have been because of the markings on the checklist, but that's what checklists were made for, is to mark the cards you had. But here's the last one, very clean. This is very clean. This is a used one, but again, still stars on it, Hall of Famers. Let's go to the Rams. 4. Guy looks like he's catching the ball. I'm going to maybe dance a little bit. Roman Gabriel, number 88. Necessary roughness. Oh. VG3. Another kind of, it's called the Statue of Liberty pose, I believe. Los Angeles Rams team. I got a 3. Okay, you go Frank Tarkington. We're on the Vikings now. Altered, authentic, altered. Authentic, altered. I don't know why. So how does that affect the value in your guys' minds? I'm sure somebody probably may just crack this and sell it rather than have it say altered on it. I'm not sure where they thought it was altered on it. So look at the back for a minute. Does that look altered to you guys? I don't know. Could it just be the size? Didn't fit just kind of right. Go to the Minnesota Vikings team. VG3. Is that a hair in there? It was just on the outside of it. That's good. That would be a little bit awkward to have a hair inside the card. This one was creased. I don't know if this was creased when I sent it in, but I don't think so. I don't think I would have sent this in if it was creased, but I don't know how I missed that either. That's a pretty big crease to miss, but what are you going to do? Agree with PSA. Frank Gifford. We're on to the Giants now. VG4. Very clean look for him. My dad gave me one of, his 62 Frank Gifford card, but he wrote on it. He put some, some horns and a mustache on him, I believe. I'll have to show you guys that at some point. New York Giants team. We got a good 2. Again, another kind of big crease in the card. I don't think I'd send this in if I had creases on these. Even the wear is one thing, the creases are another. I mean, unless I sent them all in together with, because of the teams, but I have to go back and look at the video or look at my photos from when I sent them in. I always take pre-photos before I send them in PSA in case they get lost, or again, you have some creases. There's another crease. What is going? This is a FR 1.5. Not sure what FR is, but wow, that's a big crease. I really have to look at the photos before I sent this in. Pittsburgh Steelers, FR 1.5. Again, big crease. St. Louis Cardinals. Looks like there's another crease. Fortunately, FR 1.5. We're on the San Francisco 49ers. Bill Kilmer. 4. VG. Look at that flat top he has. San Francisco 49ers team. I don't see any crease on the back of this. Let's see what the front looks like. This is a 4. Okay, so we've had a little bit of wide range for these team cards especially. Washington Redskins. You have a 4 miscut. So this looked pretty clean, but it was, yeah, the left border was a little pretty off, but that's a pretty, the colors are still pretty good on this card. Okay, 2 left. They're both the checklist. Last checklist, Steelers or 49ers, Cardinals, Redskins, authentic altered. Yeah, I mean, the card was, you know, the checklist was used as a checklist. But again, still have some big teams, the Vikings, Eagles, and Giants. Let's see what the last one reveals. Authentic altered. Because there is marks on the checklist. Okay. Okay, so the 2 cards that I got offered, give me a second to kind of pull those. Still trying to find the other one here. Okay, the 2 offers. Mike Ditka, VG3. Now, I got a fair offer of this, so I'll try and show a clip of the offer. And then the other one I got offered for is the Roman Gabriel. A 3. Because I am surprised this Giant United didn't even get an offer. Obviously who he is, one of the greatest quarterbacks. I know it's only a 2, but what do you guys think? Out of all these cards, what'd you guys like the best? What'd you guys think about them? Leave your comments and let me know. What do you think about the altered cards, or which one's your favorite? But thank you very much.